Hi guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Getting Dev Working by Decker Does Rust. In this episode we're actually going to try and start getting a editor to work with Rust. When I say work with Rust, I just want an editor to use so I can edit some Rust. I'm going to have to actually go and have a little search online to find out what other things there are. I think in the Getting Started they've got some sort of a editor, so let's have a look at what it says because it's apparently got an IDE. Macro, no. There we go, SolidOak. Let's see what this is and whether it's got an install candidate for Linux. SolidOak, blah blah blah. SolidOak, it looks like a Linux one anyway. Looks quite nice. It's got okay. Simple IDE for Rust. See the website for binary releases. As following features: embedded copy of Vim as its text editor. So it's got Vim basically as its editor anyway. First launch creator SolidOak and SolidOak RC equivalent to Vim and Vim RC. It starts with an easy mode locked in insert mode for Vim newbies, but you can toggle it on and off. Easy to use GUI written in GTKRS. Buttons for common editing actions and product tree that stays in sync with NeoVim. You can bypass the GUI and run it as a console app by pressing the -NW flag. Autocomplete via array, so the binary release comes bundled with it, so no configuration is necessary. Build instructions, apt-get, here we go. Is this just, oh, this is actually to build it, but apparently they've got binary releases, so let's see what they've got on their website. Let's take a look. SolidOak, download for Linux. So let's have a look at what it says here. Does that just start the download? Let's not do that then. What is it? Blah blah. Simple IDE. Use my locked in racer. Join discussion. Massive X versions. Free download for Linux. Okay, so I'll literally go and download it on the virtual machine. So it looks like I'm going to have to go into Firefox anyway. Takes a while to boot up anything like Firefox or anything on these things. Just a bit awkward. Again, I think this is a Windows 10 / VirtualBox issue, but it's okay. We'll get there. Paste and go. Connection is not secure. Owner of Seiko configured their web improperly. Takes information from being stolen. Firefox. Okay, that's not a very nice thing to see, is it? I don't know why that is. Can we go on non-HTTPS just in case it's moaning about something that doesn't need to moan about? No, it says insecure connection. Okay, let's learn more. What's it moaning about? So it's interesting how Microsoft just lets us go on there. It's fine. Who cares whether it's secure or insecure? I mean, that may be actually a date issue. I'll have to check the time and date on the virtual machine because it may be slightly off. Error: unknown issue on secure websites. Website support is secure. Your obligations with Firefox must verify that certificate trainers. Your connection is not secure. Error message instead. This article explains why you see the error code. Troubleshoot. So it might just be that they've done it on the cheap and got a self-signed certificate. Let's click on information. Connection not secure. You do not have granted any special permissions. Let's take a look at this. So it's not private information. Submit must be viewed by others like passwords, messages, credit cards, etc. Let's look at that. Okay, who's the issuer? Website does not supply ownership information. Verified by no particular verification. No, technologies can not encrypt the website text. No support encryption page of viewing this information sent over the internet without encryption. Can be seen by other people in influence transit. Okay, I'm not too concerned about this right now. Let's look. Yeah, I'm not really badly concerned about this. I'm not going to be sending any passwords on this site. I'm not going to be doing anything major league that's going to destroy anything with what's it. So I'm going to go on to the advanced and perhaps just allow this. I have an exception for it at the moment, just for this security certificate, purely because otherwise we're going to have to kind of do mess abouts. No, we won't permanently install the exception. We'll confirm it though and allow it this once. There we go. So now when I download it, I can actually get hold of it, and hopefully it's not going to moan that GitHub hasn't got a secure connection, because that would be really funny. Okay, there we go. It's got a tar.gz. Let's save the file. Again, I don't think that this is really a phishing site or anything like that. It's just purely they've done it on the cheap and not. Well, it looks like they've self-signed their certificate or something and just messed it up a bit, that's all. I don't think we should really hold that against them. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that they haven't done a very good product or anything like that. We don't know yet. I've never used it, so I can't say I can be an advocate for it or not. But its editor is based on Vim, so that's kind of a good thing. That's a plus point. It depends who you are, I suppose. I'm not going to go into a flame war over editors and what's the best one, because to me the best editor is the one that you can use and that you're comfortable with. It doesn't. There's very situational and stuff like that. So that's that. I'm guessing that's a binary, but I don't know if that's the installer or what. So I'm going to actually look at it because it doesn't seem to be very clear on that. So let's get back to the. Let's minimize this. Okay, I'm guessing it's gone into downloads. I actually didn't really pay much attention to where it went. Yeah. I'm just going to literally untar it and unzip it and whatever. CD. It's got a bin. CD bin. // Just see if it runs. Okay, I think that I'm supposed to actually untar this directly into the main directory by the look on it. It doesn't actually tell me this, I don't think. I don't know yet. Hang on, I'm going to have a actual look. Oh, it's got a run.sh, perhaps that's what I need to do. Nope, still got an error loading. Error loading shared library lib VTE2. So let's take a look in the libs folder. What was it? Lib VTE. So we're looking for lib VTE. It doesn't even have it in there. Okay. So it hasn't got all its dependencies like it says it has. Let's have another look. Embedded copy of NeoVim in its text editor. So apparently it says it doesn't need any configuration, yet obviously it does, which is rather annoying. Okay. So we may as well just get this. There's libVTE, so you actually have to do that anyway. Libtool, make, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to actually install what this says here, just so that we've got all the possible libraries, because it seems to obviously not have them. So let's minimize this. sudo Control-Shift-V, I think, yeah. Okay, so we're actually going to install these. This may take a while, so I'm going to actually pause because we've hit the 10 minutes mark already. This one might be like a 20-minute video or something, but hopefully not too long for you guys, yeah? I'll be back as soon as this is installed. Okay, that's done that part of the install. Before I actually install anything else, I'm going to actually test it again. So CD downloads, SolidOak Linux, and /run.sh. Cannot open shared object, no such file or directory. Still doesn't have that VTE2 thing going on there. So it can't find the shared library, even though I've just done that. Let's take another look. So you've noticed like, we've got libcairo there, we've got libvte 2.91 dev. Let's double check that that is what it's looking for. Libvte 2.90 rather than 2.91, even though it's just installed 2.91 for some reason. Now that to me says there's something a bit off on that one, so I may actually have to do the installation and build of it myself. So I'm going to have to just do the build, I think. Let's copy that. I'm just going to literally do all these. Then I'll clone the thing and just do a build and just see how it goes. Hopefully it should be alright. But yeah, like I say, you're actually following exactly what I'm doing. Here I'm just showing every step of the way as such. The only times I'm pausing is when I'm doing an automated thing that's sitting there doing things where we just have to sit and wait. So next we'll literally do the have to get on these. Would help if I'd done the sudo first, wouldn't it? Okay. 28 meg, so it's going to take a while, so I'll say yes and pause, and then I'll unpause when this is done. Okay, that didn't take too long, that's done. For the next step, let's take a look. It's just saying to do a cargo build release, but that's once we've actually grabbed hold of this SolidOak and all that, yeah? So let's go into here. I'm going to go over here, CD into projects, and literally do it as a project. So let's clear that. Let's do a git clone, and let's have a look for the actual thing. So clone or download. Let's copy that, paste that. Literally going to clone that. There we go. So now that's done, let's CD into, is that a capital S? Yeah, SolidOak. By rights now I should do a cargo build. Is it dash release or single dash release? Dash release, there we go. This should build, if we've got all the libraries and everything, it should just build and work. So let's see what happens. It's going to grab all the crates, hopefully, and all the dependencies. It'll then hopefully build it and do its thing. So I'm going to pause again while we're waiting for it to download all the bits and pieces and deal with the crates, because sometimes they take a while to do. Once it's finished doing that, if it hasn't got any errors, then we'll be able to run it. If it has got errors, we'll run through all the errors and stuff then. Okay, so I'm going to just pause it and then continue once it's got to a point where I can continue. Okay, that actually did take quite some time. I managed to go off, make a cup of tea, drink a cup of tea, watch it for a bit, finish drinking my tea and make a new tea and come back, and it's just finished. So again, it shows there, look, 585.8 seconds. Now, other question is now, does that mean I can just run it or what? So if I do a cargo run release, that work? Just see if it actually runs, because I'd like to see it. I don't know why it's trying to compile, because it's already compiled, I think. Let's see what happens with this. I hope it's not going to try and compile the whole thing again. Perhaps I should have just gone into target and tried to run it. But we'll see in a moment. I may actually have to pause now. It's really taking its time. Okay, I think I'm going to pause again. Hopefully it's not going to take as long as the last compile. But let's see how it goes. I'll see in a second, literally. Okay, just after pausing it, it decided to carry on anyway, nice and quick. And it done the, if we go over here, it compiled it, finished doing that in like just under a minute. Then it ran the target release, and it's automatically created a data directory in my home directory and a config file in my home directory as well. So it's kind of like a Vim, a .vim folder and a .vim RC. Now again, it automatically puts it into insert mode, so you can start coding straight away. Just going to check something. It doesn't auto-complete braces by the look on it, which kind of makes you have to code properly, which is kind of good in a way. But then again, it does say no name, so if oh, it's not going into command mode with escape, so how do I get it into command mode? Let's forget about this and let's start a new project apparently. Let's see what happens when we do that. New project. New project, let's go back into projects and create a project called testing 1, just to see if it works. So project, that's saved. It's made the project called testing 1. It's actually done it via a cargo new then, literally. And we have our main.rs. And it does have context highlighting there. Let's just try this. So we still don't have an end brace automatically put, which is okay. It's, can we highlight manually, or what do we do in this one? How do we insert visual? No. Okay, I won't play with that just yet. What I'm going to do is do the print line macro, do hello world, Rust, not hello world, do hello Rust. Okay, and then we'll literally get rid of this. And I'm just gonna run hello, hopefully. That should be okay. Yeah. So for people who are used to using Vim, this may be quite useful. For people who are used to just using standard text editors, this is okay too. Now at the moment there doesn't seem to be any code completion or anything like that. That may require some more tools, but it seems a bit strange for an entire IDE not to have code completion in it. So again, it's one of those. I'm going to actually save this. Does it have a run function in there? Import, rename, remove, save, undo, redo, font, easy mode. Run. Let's build. compiling, release optimized, run. Compiling, testing, running, bang, does. Okay, so yeah, it does have some sort of run functionality. Let's clean it. Does cleaning get rid of... Let's do a build again. Okay. Has it created the... See, I can't see a new directory. Ah, there we go. It's refreshed and got target, release, testing 1. There we go. It does actually have it there. Okay. So it's built for release rather than built for... what's it then? So if I do a clean, will that get rid of the target directory? Yeah, so it does actually do a clean. Okay, so that's quite good. So it's very, very simplified and very plain, but it does have a lot of bits and pieces to save you typing in your cargo new and cargo build and cargo run and so on, because it's all here. Now, I'm presuming that you just pressed A then. No? Why does it say A on this? K, T, L, J. Are those commands anywhere? How do we do that? I might have to look at the source code to this and see how this is actually built itself, because it's pretty cool. But basically we've got our project. Can I delete? Yeah, remove. Will that remove the whole project? Won't be deleted from disk. Okay, so I'll just remove it from the project stuff. Blah blah, no longer available, that's fine. So if I now go into the, what's it? I think I'm going to actually close this. Yeah, so I'm going to close this. Let's take a look. Where are we? cd // testing 1. So if I rm-rf testing 1, just to clean it up. Okay, so it doesn't clean up files after it, and SolidOak at the moment is just here rather than being in my bin. But again, this is just more of a tester to see how it works and stuff like that. Again, it's gone over a 20-minute video for this one, so I think we'll end it here. We've managed to go to the point of getting the dependencies, grabbing SolidOak from the Git repository and installing it. Well, when I say installing it, building it.